first things first. So we're going to have our upper gusset panel and our main wall panel. This is how they're going to be situated on your bag. This is going to be above this. A couple of my testers were having a hard time kind of visualizing where all the pieces go. If you print out the pattern pieces only, the first couple of pages actually have diagrams showing you guys where everything goes, but I figured really quickly I would show you. If you're using a directional print, you need to make sure that you cut it out in this direction so that your print is not going the incorrect position, because that would kind of stink to get through all of that. Before I forget, you're going to need to interface all of your pieces. I've cut all of my Decoville Light about 1/4 of an inch short on each side. If you wanted to print out the interfacing file, it'll have the templates to be able to cut these out, or you can just measure and do them yourself. It's up to you. Now we have the main panel pieces. This is going to be on the very top of your bag and the very bottom. If you have a special panel or something that you would like to kind of see on the top, then this is where you're going to want to place it. I also have cut out my Decoville Light 1/4 of an inch shorter all the way around. Then you're going to have your D-ring connector straps. You need 2 of those. Also, I put a 3/4 of an inch strip all the way down the center. Then you've got your zipper gussets. You're going to have 2 of those. Also 3/4 of an inch down the center. For the inside of your bag, you are going to have 4 of your main panel gussets in your lining section of the cut chart. These are going to be behind all of the panels that we're going to be working behind. So your clear pouch, your mirror pouch, underneath of your lining, under your brush panel, that's going to be all of that on the back of everything. So all of your layers will be layered on top of that. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're cutting out your lining, that you're really not going to see a lot of this unless it's the clear zipper pouches and stuff. We're also going to have 2 of our zipper gusset linings. For our mirror panel, you're going to have your bottom piece, your 2 sides, and your upper piece. When you go to cut your fabric out, again, if it's directional, you kind of need to keep this in mind. I've been cutting my fabric when I use a directional print so that the fabric is standing up this way, and then when I cut it down on these, I kind of turn the fabric and make sure that the panel or whatever I'm using is facing the correct direction. It's up to you. Then we have our center zipper pocket. In the cutting directions, you're going to have 2 outer and 2 lining. So you're going to have something that's going to show, and it should probably match your zipper tabs, which you will have 2 of. And then you can have a lining that's different or the same, it's up to you. But this is the fabric that is not going to be seen unless you unzip your zipper. Then we have our slip pocket panels. Those are going to be on the inside of the lining of your bag, the very bottom of your bag. And so what you're going to have is you're going to have 4 panels, and they can be all the same fabric. You can use a waterproof canvas as a lining for it. It's up to you. But 2 of these are going to be showing when you look into your bag. 2 of them are not really going to be seen. So you're only going to see them like when you go to put something in your pocket. So it's up to you. I would use 2 as your like pretty slip pocket fabric, and then 2 as your kind of like lining fabric. I went ahead and just did salsa for all of it to keep it easy. Then you're going to have 2 of your main wall panel linings, and they are going to be seen. You're going to have your slip pockets. Once we've made those, they're going to go on top of them like this, so you're only going to see a little bit at the top of each one, just so that when you're cutting out your fabric, again, make sure that you have your directions going the wrong way. So this is going to be the top, this is going to be the bottom. Just making sure that you cut out your fabric the correct angles. Nothing's worse than cutting out your fabric and realizing it's going the wrong direction. You're also going to need your back zipper pouch. You're also going to need your main wall Peltex. You're going to need 3 of your main panel. If you choose to use foam on the top, that's up to you. But this goes on the bottom layer, the top layer, and then in between the mirror and the clear zipper pouch panel. It just kind of gives a little bit of structure to the bag. It's up to you. You don't even have to use them. You have got your binding for your clear zipper pouch. and you've got your binding for your mirror pouch. You've got your clear piece for your mirror pouch. Then you've got your lower clear piece for your clear zipper pouch, and then your upper piece for your clear zipper pouch. Lastly, we're going to talk about hardware. You're going to need 2.5 yards of number 5 zipper tape. If you wanted to, for the inside zipper pocket, you could use a 3. It's up to you, whatever you want to use. But in the pattern, we're using a number 5. We are also using 8 number 5 zipper pulls. I have put 2 zipper pulls on each of our main zippers. It's up to you. You could get away with 1. It's just easier to open the bag if there's 2. So if you want to sport some of your kind of prettier zipper pulls, I would put them on the main zippers. You could put one on the back like I've done here. It's up to you if you want to save on zipper pulls. I know that's a lot of zipper pulls. You're also going to need 2 1-inch D-rings. And then you're also going to need whatever strap hardware you decide to do. I have not decided yet if I'm going to use a 1.5 inch or if I'm going to use a 1 inch. We'll get there. Alright, that is your pattern pieces and your hardware video. Let's move on to construction.